Same words, two different men, and they never land the same way. Out of a young guy's mouth, a compliment can feel hollow, a line she's heard 100 times before. Out of yours, a man who's actually lived through something, it can reach a woman somewhere she won't forget. Stick with me for the next few minutes because I'm about to hand you something almost no man your age has ever been told directly, exactly why your compliments carry more weight than you think and which ones to actually use. Here's the quiet truth nobody explains to men over 50. When a young guy tells a woman something nice, she half assumes there's an angle. He wants something. It's a line, maybe rehearsed, maybe recycled from the last woman he said it to. But when you say the same words from a calm place, wanting nothing in particular, it lands completely differently. It carries weight. It sounds like a man who's actually met people, actually lived a life, and knows what he's talking about when he says something. That difference is the whole game, and once you understand why it exists, you'll never waste a compliment on the wrong thing again. Let's start with the most underrated one because most men skip right past it. Compliment her mind, not her looks. Something as simple as, "I love the way you think." Sit with that phrase for a second before moving on. A woman, especially one who's lived a few decades, has heard 1,000 remarks about her face. Her eyes, her smile, her figure. All of it slides off by now. It means almost nothing because it's been said so many times by so many people that it's become background noise. But a man who notices how she reasons, how she sees the world, how her mind actually works, touches a nerve almost nobody ever reaches. She forgets the man who complimented her face fast. She remembers for a long time the one who was struck by her mind. And here's why your age specifically makes this land. A young guy saying he loves the way she thinks might come across like he's reaching for something clever, trying to stand out from the crowd. You say it with the calm of a man who's known plenty of people in his life, and she feels it come from a real comparison, a real judgment, earned over years, not manufactured for effect. There's a deeper reason this hits so hard with women your age too. Her whole life, the world has taught her that her value ran mostly through her looks. And as the years pile up, she can feel that value being quietly taken from her, like she's being told she counts for less. When you compliment her mind instead, you're handing her the opposite, proof that there's a part of her that doesn't fade, that only deepens with time. You're giving back exactly what the world keeps trying to take away, and she doesn't forget that kind of gift. The second compliment is trickier, and it goes deeper. Compliment a quality she doesn't show easily. Something like, "I can see how strong you are even when you're trying not to show it." Now you're not complimenting anything on the surface. You're showing her that you looked past the surface entirely, that you caught the things she keeps carefully tucked away from most people. And nothing reaches a woman quite like being seen exactly where she thought she was invisible. Think about what that actually sets off inside her. A woman often spends her whole life holding things together for everyone else, carrying burdens quietly, hiding her exhaustion and her fears so nobody else has to worry about them. And then some man calmly, without making a big production of it, names that hidden strength she genuinely thought nobody could see. In that moment, she doesn't just feel complimented, she feels understood. And being understood by a man, truly understood, is so rare that it builds a bond almost instantly. Now let's get into the deeper ones, the compliments that stay with her long after the conversation ends. The third is the compliment of presence. Something like, "I feel settled when you're around." Not many men can put that into words because it means admitting the effect she has on you without turning it into flattery. And that's exactly where its power lives. Instead of telling her she's pretty or smart, you're telling her that she changes the air in a room, that she has a real physical effect on how you feel inside your own skin. A woman secretly longs to know she matters, not for what she does or how she looks, but simply for the presence she brings into a room just by existing in it. Your age gives this one a depth a younger man genuinely can't reach. A young guy saying it can come off rushed, like he's skipping steps he hasn't earned yet. A man who's lived, who's known plenty of different kinds of company in his time, saying that around her he feels settled, offers something rare. The quiet recognition of a man who knows the difference between ordinary company and company that actually matters. But be careful with this one, because there's a fine line here that matters enormously. There's a world of difference between telling a woman she settles you, which is a gift, and telling her you can't live without her, which is a weight she never asked to carry. A mature man can name the effect she has on him and still clearly be a whole man who'd be fine on his own either way. That combination, warmth without need, is exactly what makes this compliment magnetic instead of suffocating. The fourth compliment reaches into her whole history, her entire road. Say it sincerely. I really admire the path you walked to get where you are. This is a compliment only two adults who've actually lived can really trade with each other. Rather than complimenting a single moment, you're honoring an entire life with all its trials, its quiet efforts, its private battles that nobody clapped for. And a woman your age often feels like that whole road went completely unseen by everyone around her. Picture what that actually does to someone. A woman who's been through divorces, raised children, survived losses, rebuilt her life more than once, hears a man actually acknowledge that road instead of skating over it politely. She feels like you're not just seeing today's version of her, but every version she had to become to get here. A young man simply can't give that compliment the same depth because he hasn't walked far enough himself yet to know what any of it actually cost her. The fifth compliment is the most powerful and the rarest of all. Compliment the effect she has on other people, not just on you. Something like, "You've got this way of putting people at ease. I've noticed it." This one works so well because it does two things at once. It shows her you're paying attention beyond just the two of you, and it shows her you value something generous in her, something turned outward toward others, which lifts her far higher than any compliment about yourself ever could. Think about the subtlety there for a second. Most compliments circle around what you do to me. This one circles around who you are out in the world, independent of me entirely. It tells a woman she has value that shines past you, which, funny enough, makes her even more precious in your eyes, not less. And coming from a mature man, someone who's watched a lot of people come and go and can genuinely spot a good soul when he sees one, that kind of observation carries a weight few compliments ever reach. Now, one crucial thing, or you'll undo everything we just covered. These 5 aren't magic phrases to memorize and recite on command. Fire them off like lines you rehearsed without actually meaning any of them, and they will ring false and she will feel it instantly, no matter how well crafted the words sound. The one rule that governs all of this is sincerity. Only say one of these if you actually mean it, if you've genuinely noticed that quality in her. One true compliment delivered at the right moment is worth infinitely more than all 5 rattled off in a single conversation like you're reading from a script. Here's a small thing that makes these land even harder coming from a man your age specifically. You've had time to become a hard person to impress. You've met a lot of people, seen a lot of charm, watched plenty of it eventually turn out to be nothing underneath. So when you tell a woman she has a sharp mind, or real strength, or a genuine gift for putting people at ease, she senses this isn't easy praise handed out freely. It's the verdict of a man who doesn't hand these things out lightly, and that's exactly why your compliments carry a weight a younger man simply can't match. Scarcity gives them their value. Notice the thread that ties all 5 of these together. Not a single one is about her looks. Every one of them is about who she is, what she carries, the effect she has on the people and the world around her. That's the real secret sitting underneath all of this. At your age, you've earned the luxury and the wisdom to see a woman whole, past her appearance entirely, and to say what you see in a way younger men almost never manage to pull off. So here's the shift I want you to actually make starting today. Next time you're across from a woman who genuinely gets to you, skip the automatic reflex to compliment what everyone else can already see. Go looking instead for the thing nobody else bothers to notice in her. Name it simply, quietly, without ceremony, and watch what happens in her eyes when you do. A man who compliments a woman's face joins the long line of every man who came before him. A man who can name what she truly is becomes, in one sentence, the one she won't forget. If this gave you something worth holding on to, stay close, because next time we're breaking down the question she asks that's secretly an open door, and why most men let it close without ever noticing it was there.